láti oṣù August náà ni ikú ti máa mú àwọn kan lọ o tó máa fi kan àwọn olóṣèlú, pàápàá àwọn olóṣèlú, àwọn ọ̀jẹ̀lú, àwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́, kódà ó máa kan àwọn kábíyèsí wùrùwúrú, àwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́, àwọn onírìbá. Ẹ wo nǹkan bẹ́nu fọ́nrán yìí o, wòlíì Marcus Tibetan ló fọ̀rọ̀ sílẹ̀ tó fọ̀rọ̀ ránṣẹ́ tó fọ̀rọ̀ ìkìlọ̀ ránṣẹ́ sí gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú ebi kí wọ́n múra o wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó wà ní ìjọba tó wà lórí ipò gẹ́gẹ́ bí kábíyèsí náà ni ikú máa gbá wọn lọ o. Ẹ wo wọ́n ní títí kan next year gan ló máa fi ṣẹlẹ̀ pé àwọn míì commit suicide. Báwo ló ṣe máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló máa fà á? Kí ló ṣe máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Débi pé bàbá yìí ní Wike gan ní ìdí serious prayer àti ẹrùfà pé kó gbàdúrà fún wọn dáadáa o. Kí ni wọ́n sọ nípa Dínàmíláyè tó fi bàbá Tinubu ṣe ẹlẹ́yà lọ́jọ́sí nígbà election? Ṣe é rántí bàbá tí ò lè sign check, bàbá tí ò lè ṣe gbá, tí ò lè ṣàwo? Kí ni wòlíì Tibetan sọ nípa Tinubu? Bó jẹ́ jẹ́ pé wọ́n á ya àwọn èèyàn lẹ́nu pé ṣé pé bàbá Tinubu bàbá Tibetan lè máa support bàbá Tinubu báyìí, pé kí ló wá tún change báyìí o? Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan tí wòlíì Tibetan fi dàbí ẹni pé wọ́n support Tinubu lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí? Kódà ọ̀rọ̀ kan Gumi àtàwọn àfáà àwọn tí wọ́n lọ hajj pé irú àwọn yìí bá lè máa lọ hajj ó lágbára o. Ẹ wo nǹkan bẹ́nu fọ́nrán yìí, ẹ gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ lẹ́nu wòlíì Tibetan.
yóò sì máa so èso lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ nítorí ní iye ara yín kò ní ọ̀dọ̀ mi ẹ kò lè ṣe nǹkan. ẹnikẹ́ni bá sì gbé inú mi a máa gbé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀ka a sì gbé wọn ó sì máa yọ ìwé pọ̀ ní ìrẹ́pọ̀.
When you look at the same John 14 from verse 1 to 4.
ẹ má jẹ́ kí ọkàn yín kí ó dàrú. ẹ gbọ́ Ọlọ́run gbọ́, ẹ gbà mí gbọ́ pẹ̀lú. nínú bàbá mi ní òkè ọ̀run ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbò ní ó wà. ìbá má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi kì bá ti sọ fún yín. nítorí èmi ń lọ pèsè àyè sílẹ̀ fún yín. èmi bá sì lọ pèsè àyè sílẹ̀ fún yín. èmi yóò tún padà wá. èmi yóò sì mú yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ èmi ti kálára mi. pé níbi tí mo gbé wà kí ẹ̀yin kó lè wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú.
Then when you look at nǹkan tó wá kó bá wa ká tó dénú bọ́ọ̀sì kẹta 1 John 2 from 17. So when I dreamt about this thing 5 days ago, everything around me was
ẹ má ṣe fẹ́ràn ayé.
ẹ má ṣe fẹ́ràn ayé.
bí wọ́n ti bẹ nínú ayé. bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá fẹ́ràn ayé. ìfẹ́ tí wọ́n kò sí nínú rẹ̀.
Where did you start from?
From 15.
Start from verse 12.
Èmi kọ̀wé sí ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi nítorí adarí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yín jì yín nítorí orúkọ mi. Èmi kọ̀wé sí ẹ̀yin bàbá nítorí ẹ̀yin ti mọ̀ ẹni tí ó wà ní àìtẹ́kọ́ṣe. Èmi kọ̀wé sí ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́mọkùnrin nítorí ẹ̀yin ti ṣẹ́gun ẹni búburú nì. Èmi kọ̀wé sí ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi nítorí ẹ̀yin ti mọ̀ bàbá. Èmi kọ̀wé sí ẹ̀yin bàbá nítorí ẹ̀yin ti mọ̀ ẹni tí ó wà ní àìtẹ́kọ́ṣe. Èmi kọ̀wé sí ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́mọkùnrin nítorí ẹ̀yin ti ní agbára tí ọ̀rọ̀ Olúwa ti dúró nínú yín tí ẹ sì ṣẹ́gun ẹni búburú nì. Ẹ má ṣe fẹ́ràn ayé tàbí ohun tí ń bẹ nínú ayé bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá fẹ́ràn ayé.
So they are warning us about the second container.
This life, world,
this world.
Ìfẹ́ tó bá kò sí nínú rẹ̀ nítorí mo ti ń bẹ ní ayé.
If Gumi can be going to Mecca, that means there is no God in Nigeria. Gumi that normally collect money for Boko Haram is going for Hajj. Kidnappers are going to Hajj. Then wicked pastors that have girlfriends and everywhere, they are going to Jerusalem. Then pastors in CAC, in Celestial Church of Christ, they are embezzling church money. Then they are doing something very fetish and something bad. And they didn't like their church member. They are putting loads on their heads so that they cannot grow. Just to raise their own children. Matthew 23, from verse 1 to 4. Then Matthew 23, from verse 17, 18, 19, 20. Then when you look at the book of John 11, John 11, from verse 26 to the end. Only the back we are in Omo Abraham. Tí the fẹ́ ṣe tẹ́ fẹ́ fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́. Abraham kọ́ ló bí. Then Muslim or no Muslim, it was in this world they gave us all those allocations, all these lines that we should follow. And when you look at John Genesis 15, 1 to 5, Genesis 12, 1 to 8, Genesis 13, 1 to 10. Then Genesis again, he said in Genesis 15, 1 to 10, if you say you don't have a child, I will give you one. But from your behavior, you're going to get one. But the woman that lives very close to Abraham destroyed the whole thing. In the second container, Genesis 16, 1 to 10, he said, go and make love to my maid to have the first surrogate baby. We're supposed not to be so. And look at the pains we are facing today. When we go to Mecca and do Murah and do Hajj or no Hajj, go to Hajj once in your lifetime. But now that they have stole money, they grow wings. They go 200 times in 200 days with government money. Rather for them to use the money to invest on something so that people can enjoy. So because they are used to governor of Kano, they are used to governor of Kebbi, the governor of Mono, so everybody is on going to Hajj. And then when you look at what they are saying, I said, Makkah, Medina, what you see in this place, don't bring it down here. That's why he said, when you are in Rome, behave like the Romans. So that's the box. Then people will say, oh, if you didn't go to Jerusalem, you can't see God. You want to see where they buried Jesus Christ. Jesus was born in a cave in Ethiopia. He was born in a cave in Ethiopia. And Jesus is not what? He's not a white man. He's not what? A white man, but a black man. All the things we are having in our hand today started from Africa, from Ethiopia. How to live life. The white people learn it from us. How to do things, they learn it from us. But when they know more than us, now when they start inventing all these things, they put us aside. So that's the second box, the second container. Then, in order to round it up, what I'm trying to tell you, fighting a container fight. We all are fighting what? Inside the container. You married inside the container. You build inside the container. You buy a car inside the container. You are riding your car inside the container. You are using all your life inside the container. You just take an example. If you wanted to marry, somebody will tell you, oh, are you getting married next week? You say, oh my God, your life will not be the same. Your life will change. Your life is not going to change. Your life is going to be damaged. Because your wife now you are now an army officer, a captain. Then you have 17 friends. But when your wife came now, within 6 months, he drove all your friends away. He said he didn't like the way they are doing. The lady, has he come to your house to learn anything? Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní ilé ọkọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́. Ó gbé wà burúkú ẹ̀ bọ̀ wá báyìí ni o. Bọ́n ṣe gbé bá Adam nínú ọgbà Eden. Ó pẹ́ tí Adam ti rí èso wà mẹ́ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Násàrà èso tó lè já jẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó ń gbé èso tiwọn yìí dé, 10 kilo, 20 kilo, 25 kilo èso tó ń jálẹ̀ fún Adam bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ́ọ̀kì ẹ̀jẹ̀ nínú èso ó di wàhálà. And when you look at what he said in the book of Genesis 3, from verse 8 to 14.
Wọ́n sì gbọ́ ohùn Olúwa Ọlọ́run. Ó rìn nínú ọgbà ní ìtura ọjọ́. Ádámù àti Sárà sì fi ara wọn pamọ́ níwájú Olúwa Ọlọ́run láàrin igi ọgbà. Olúwa Ọlọ́run sì kọ sí Ádámù. Ó wí fún pé, níbo ni ìwọ wà? Ó wí pé, mo gbọ́ ohùn rẹ nínú ọgbà. Ẹ̀rù sì bà mí, nítorí tí mo wà ní ìhòhò, mo sì fara pamọ́. Ó wí pé, ta ni ó wí fún ọ pé ìwọ wà ní ìhòhò? Ìwọ á jẹ nínú igi nì, nínú èyí tí mo pàṣẹ fún ọ pé ìwọ kò gbọdọ̀ jẹ. Ọkùnrin náà wí pé, obìnrin tí wọ́n fi pẹ̀lú mi, ó ní ó fún mi nínú èso igi náà.
Inside the container. That is the container fight. At times when you come home from your work, your wife will be complaining about the market, complaining about your house, your house help, complaining about your mother. And you remember what he said in the container in the book of Matthew 10, from verse 30 down. And when you look at what in the book of John 8, from verse 1 to 10, when we caught the lady in adultery. Where is the man that did perform the act with him? And with that, he said, no, that one has escaped. But Jesus Christ said, you are looking for method, way to send me out of the container. So it was fighting inside the container. You married inside the container. The first container, you didn't have a wife. The middle container, you have a wife and friends. Then the third container.
And children.
And children. Then the third container, you won't have anybody again. It's you and the maggot. It's you and what? And the dark room. It's you and what? And the dark room. Because the last container will be covered. Then you are going to experience dark room. How do you get the dark room? The very picture the white man introduced to us in 1969, 67, 70, 81. They will cover their head. They will tell you, look at the bed in the dark. And when they want to print the picture, they said they are taking it to what? To the dark room. So we are still going inside the dark room. I beg ATIKU to remember the 3 containers. I'm now begging Sanwo-Olu to remember the 3 containers. I'm now begging TINUBU to remember to do the best. To do the best now. Because they collected all the useless head of states that have governed this container in Nigeria and everything. Till now, we cannot get a stable light. We didn't get a good road. We didn't get a company. Rather than for company to survive in Nigeria, company food up. Dunlop, Michelin, all various of companies. Because all the people who are governing us, they were not born to be a leader. They were not born to be what? A leader. They mishandle everything around the middle container. So we are begging fathers, we are begging mothers, we are begging brothers, anywhere you find yourself in this middle container, do it well. We are not here to point accusing finger on anybody. From there, we can even leave this middle container to the last container. And when you get to the last container, what you sell there, in the book of 2 Samuel 14:14, Ezekiel 14:14, then Psalm 49 from 10. Then he said, we are going to drop dead one day. We are going to drop dead what? One day. There's nothing you can do. It's inevitable. Why don't we prepare our minds and be using every day as if it's our last day? Don't look for Christian, don't look for Muslim, don't look for herbalist, just do good. Because this container, this last one, wife will not go there with you. Your counselor will not go there with you. Your governor will not go there with you. The country, the state where you were born will not go there with you. Even America is inside the container. Living in America, you are inside the container. Living in Canada, you are inside the container. Living in Rome, you are still inside the container. So, that was what the Lord revealed to me. Say, Marcus, go and tell the people of Nigeria. They were planning 2027, and they have not finished 2026. 25 is not finished. Warn them to be careful and be conscious of what they are doing. Because many politicians will die next year. Many will die in their sleep. Then 4 will be brought. They will brought 4 from abroad, brought in dead, and 2 will commit suicide, and 3 of them will involve from the north. 5 will involve in what? In accidents, and they will not be alive. Even wike need a lot of prayer before 2027. Terrible prayer, terrible prayer, and you need to slow down. Then El-Rufai need a lot of prayers, and ATIKU. ATIKU should be thinking of going back to Cameroon. Time is up. He has made us to lose the case in Bakassi, thinking that when he goes back there, that's why they put Bola Ajibola into trouble. They bought that judgment of us through the help of France. And look at where we are today. Then his brother was a senator in Cameroon. He should go. ATIKU mother is from Nigeria. The father is Cameroon. Then Buhari's father is from Niger. The mother is from Nigeria. So how can we get good governance from all these people? So that's the problem we're facing. So we should remember, all the people in this bigger container, death is coming to tell us quit at any time.
tó òun lẹ́ti gbọ́ yìí o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa wòlíì Mákọ̀sí fi àwọn ìkìlọ̀ tó lágbára ránṣẹ́ sí gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú ọ̀rọ̀ kan Tinubu ààrẹ Tinubu àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní coalition Àtíkù El-Rufai gbogbo wọn pátá bí kán múra o kán múra nítorí ohun tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ní fọ́nì rárá o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa kí lè ròyìn ẹ drop comment yín remember to like share follow us thanks for watching á lọ fún ìpolówó ọjà pé WhatsApp number page yìí.
tẹ́ ẹ bá lè rí àmì ṣe gbogbo ogun tó lóhùn ní gbọ́ tó lóhùn ní gbà lórí ayé yín iná agbára Ọlọ́run máa jó dànù kí lè nǹkan tẹ̀ ń là kọjá tó dàbí pé ẹ ti wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ ṣùgbọ́n tí ẹ ti rí ọ̀nà àbáyọ ẹ ti pàdé wòlíì yín ló fà ṣùgbọ́n arán mi sí ọ lónìí dádì arán mi sí ọ lónìí mọ́mì Olúwa lòun fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ńlá nínú ayé yín Olúwa sọ wípé gbogbo tẹ̀ ń là kọjá yẹn òun fẹ́ fi òpin sí kí nìkan tẹ̀ ń là kọjá lórí ìgbéyàwó ni lórí ọmọ ni lórí iṣẹ́ ni níbi gbogbo ni bóyá ogun kan ló dàbí pé ogun yẹn le ẹ ti gbìyànjú kò tí ì sí ọ̀nà àbáyọ ẹ jẹ́ àjọ gbàdúrà ẹ jẹ́ àjọ wọ́ ojú Olúwa kí làṣírí ogun yẹn gangan ẹ jẹ́ àjọ wádìí lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ká dẹ̀ mọ ọ̀nà àbáyọ ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ fi pè mí fún àdúrà àti ọ̀nà àbáyọ òun náà ni +234 7025 47 5427 +234 7025 475427 bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń pè mí fún àdúrà lórúkọ Jésù ẹ máa rí ìyanu